I don't know what you guys missed, but we're live now, and we're just pleading for you guys to share this video to all your friends. Share it. Just click it right now. What are you waiting for? You sitting there.
We are live
at the computer right now. What are you doing? Click share. Tell all your friends all about this. It's Off the Rails with Tom and Mark. But unfortunately, they're all tied up right now. We locked them in our basement.
It's featuring Jeff and Nate. Yeah.
Jeff and Nate
they
are here.
Incapacitated because this is a hostile takeover right now.
We got them locked up. They're not going to be here in studios. It's just comic Nate Ford and local legend Jeff Krueger. We're taking over just like hotcakes. Do you want us to redo all the
you do
intro
what you
thing?
Want. It's your takeover.
It is our show.
That is true, but I don't know if you got that, if you can splice that in, or should we?
I think she can edit that.
I can edit.
Perfect.
Stuff.
Okay, cool. So there we go. All right. I mean,
it's your takeover.
It's our takeover.
I'm not here of my own will anyway.
And all this is part of due to the fact that we have good friends with Caldwell Banker Home Sale Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell a home or interest in a career in real estate, email Roy, our good friend Roy, who has helped us put the studio together at roy@cbhsr.com, or call 414-235-0763.
Have you given Roy a call at like 2 a.m.? You're like, oh, I just wake up out of a cold sweat.
I'm going to be honest. I accidentally did. I thought he was Domino's.
I want to order a large pizza.
He goes, no, but I can sell you a home. And like, well, that's a crazy upsell. All right, let's do it.
I'm just drunk enough. Let's go.
Let's get up in it.
Can I get the pizza delivered there?
Well, I want to welcome everybody here to the Off the Rails with Tom and Mark / that Jeff Krueger and Nate Ford. We're here to be off the rails to entertain you tonight. And we were supposed to have a couple of guests today, and they backed out because, whatever. But we also have Tom in studio right now as the Hulkster.
Mark's a throw blanket right now.
Mark's a throw blanket. Movies with Mark.
Which will not be seen tonight.
Which will not be seen tonight, which is fine. It's going to be coming up in a later date, at a later time.
Yep.
Some really crazy movies that we're going to be watching and reviewing. If you go to Comic Nate Ford on YouTube, I do a little thing called Drunk and Stoned Movie Report, where I get drunk and stoned, watch a couple movies, and then I review it and report back to you.
What was the last movie you reviewed?
I don't remember. No.
Was drunk and stoned.
I was drunk and stoned.
Messed up, man.
Yeah. No. I watched Isle of Dogs.
Okay.
It's a Wes Anderson movie, kind of a claymation stop animation movie about dogs. Like Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad plays a voice on one of the dogs and stuff like that. It's if you like Wes Anderson movies, he's done a bunch of stuff like with Bill Murray and Jason Schwartzman.
So
and
you got to be a little off to watch them.
Yeah. I recommend it not being high or stoned watching them, but I was because you had to kind of follow along a little bit.
Sure.
But just the stories and the fantasy within it. So
we watched that dismal Packer game.
Man, it's like
I'm just crushing dreams right out of the gate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like I'm from Idaho. I don't have a team, but my dad was born in Ellsworth, Wisconsin. They moved away quickly, but they were Packer fans.
Sure.
And I was a Packer fan since the day I was born, I guess. And I don't know, like it's so sad. Like it's like you're watching the game, you have high hopes, especially after the first game where they came back in the fourth quarter and just won the game, and then they tied, and then it's like. And then so many calls on Clay Matthews. It's like, that's ridiculous.
Every week.
When did this become flag football? Huh? It's like touch football. Like, can we play the game? Like, yeah, I get it. We get concussions and everything like that.
Right.
I get that.
Protecting the players
but
and stuff.
you signed up for this. Let's play the game. Let's take the hits.
It was a good game. I mean, I always like to say it's a good game when really like my team sucked. But
the Browns won. All right, this is the universe that we're in. The Browns won.
But everybody in Cleveland
The
got like
Browns won
free
a game?
Yeah.
No way.
Been like 19 games.
Yeah.
And like everybody in Cleveland got free beer for like till the coolers were empty.
They haven't won a game since 2016, and they won yesterday or a couple days ago or something. Thursday night they won, and it's like, all right, if the Browns can do it, the Packers can do it, right?
Obviously not, but
it's just falling apart. I don't know what it is. I mean, we changed up coaching. We've changed up, some of the players. It's just not working right now.
Yeah, got to figure out something. But
I mean, I'm no professional football player myself. I don't have the answers to anything.
From the fantasy football aspect, can I say that?
Yeah.
I try not to grab anybody from Green Bay because I'm a fan. But it sucks when I got like the quarterback playing against him.
Why do you guys play fantasy football? I don't get that.
You don't get fantasy football?
No,
I know Tom. I'm going to call Tom out right now because he's not here and we run shit right now. So, Mr. I posted. Yeah, we do what we want. You're playing him in fantasy football. Did he not just post a big spiel about how fantasy football is bullshit?
I gave him shit about it when we were taping it because we taped it literally the weekend before we went to his brother-in-law's draft. I am playing him this weekend, and I'm currently beating him.
Perfect.
Knock on wood.
I love it.
But
Because the guy who says fantasy football, blah, blah, armchair quarterback, I play it because I like watching football.
But did you watch the video? Were a lot of his points valid?
Absolutely.
He completely agrees with all of his points, but he still plays because
it's fun.
It's his brother-in-law's league.
He makes some good points.
Yeah.
But also, like...
You can play fantasy football and still agree that fantasy football sucks.
Right. Fantasy football, I wouldn't say ruined it for me, but...
It changes the way you watch football.
It does. I watch football, and I watch a lot of football. My roommate freaking hates it that I play fantasy football.
Yeah.
What's fantasy about it? Like, is there any elves going on in it? Do you have like a
there should be
power glove that you use?
I love the power glove.
It's fantasy that you get to pick your own people and they're like your team and you root for them like they're yours, but they're not. They're just
that's almost like creepy stalkerish. Yeah, that's cool.
Speaking of
obsessively shadowing, let's go with that.
Yeah,
right? It's not as creepy. Right? Yeah, it's less offensive. It's more PC. Than stalker.
Speaking
is obsessively shadowing.
Of the Rant and Uncle, though, Tom does have a new idea for Rant and Uncle. He's going to be doing another one coming up.
Oh, nice. What's he? Is it a surprise? Or are we?
Yeah, I'm not going to share what it is. He told me. I personally am not so sure about it, but he's got his ideas and he's.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that's why we're off the rails for one.
We're doing another one. We'll see.
We do shenanigans and stuff like this.
I don't have to agree with it. It's his,
Well,
whatever.
Right. Are you checking your fantasy football right now?
Yes.
Nate doesn't play. He's the only one in the room that doesn't play.
Nate's the only one that doesn't play fantasy football.
Also,
I don't. Like, I mean, I'm like, I follow Packers well enough, and there's a couple of teams I kind of like to watch, but I'm not like so into it that I know the statistics or the players and stuff like that. But I do enjoy drinking and watching the game.
Like for me, I play fantasy football. I'm in 2 leagues. Again, I try not to.
Do you do it for money at all? Like, is there
sometimes it's money, and sometimes like you see some of the bets that people make in fantasy football. Like there's some ones that like in my league we have a trophy for the winner and we have a trophy for the least best player, which we call the Dick Trophy, which is hilarious by the way, and that sits in your house.
Last year we were on a league that had a trophy
I just
for
shared the
best
podcast because I yelled at everybody to share it, and I didn't share it.
Share it?
Yeah, way to go.
I'm a jerk.
We got any comments going on there?
Well, we got Dave watching, Mikey Thill's watching, Tessa. Hi, Tessa.
Hello, Tessa.
Tessa's watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also did not share.
Hey, if anybody out there that's watching right now has any questions, feel free to
ask Jeff.
Ask Jeff.
Yeah, I'll field
ask Nate. Ask Molly. Whatever question you want, we'll try to do our best by answering those questions.
Yeah, Jeff's the one with the responsibility right now.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It is a lot of responsibility. But I have faith in you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not. You know what? My goal is to do this better than the other 2 people that were sitting in these chairs.
Listen,
I love them to death.
We want 1,000 likes. We want 1,000 shares. Let's make this happen.
I will pierce my nipples.
They're already pierced.
Okay, so
I
like the Prince Albert man.
will not. I will not pierce my nipples.
no.
How about that?
That's where it's off limits, eh?
Yeah, I will not get. 1,000 likes. I will not get naked.
Please start liking this.
Please.
I'm taking off articles right now.
So,
I didn't sign up for this.
actually, you did.
Damn
You
it.
kind of did.
Yeah, you kind of. We.
So
we
where
did-
were we? We were watching the game at the Fermatorium here in beautiful.
That
Cedarburg.
is a wonderful place. In fact, I'm drinking right now their Oktoberfest at the Fermentorium.
I figure we shamelessly promote them now. We
Yes,
can get them
yeah.
as a sponsor. This
Maybe
is how
you could sponsor us. Who knows? We're not saying
As
you
your
should.
hand is in front of the label.
Mine
Nope.
is.
Sorry.
Nate
Nate-
was
Oh,
like,
sorry. Yep. Hey, here we go. Oktoberfest. Very delicious. I've had a few Oktoberfest from other, like Sam Adams, a few other things, and it's pretty tasty.
What was your favorite beer there?
It was Rainbows and Lollipops IPA. No joke. Probably the best IPA I've had. And that's my go-to is an IPA. I like a little bit of hoppiness to a beer, and that was perfect. There's something added to it. I don't know what it was.
Rainbows and lollipops.
Rainbows and Lollipops.
Did
Like
anybody else notice the picture of the rainbows and lollipops?
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
look
Yeah,
magical.
it was phallic.
It was phallic. All right.
it looked like a penis.
Yep.
It did.
It wasn't just in your
I
head,
don't know.
Jeff.
Okay.
Although
Yeah.
I'm sure you see them
Okay.
everywhere. Yep.
I literally looked at it. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, it does say there's something extra in the beer.
Yeah, there you go.
So, who
There's
knows?
the special ingredient.
It's packed with. The description, it says packed with ... So you never know.
Yeah, right.
You going to make it, Jeff?
I am.
Okay.
Don't
Molly,
kill
what'd
him.
you have? You had the Nighthawk with the bourbon barrel?
The Nighthawk is a beer that they have on tap there a lot. It's their Imperial Stout, but right now they have a bourbon barrel version of it that's bourbon barrel aged. It is fantastic. It is so good.
I had a sip, and yeah, it was very delicious. So they're doing some good
Dangerous.
things there. So
Yeah. One of my favorite breweries
Yeah, definitely.
by far. Especially,
it's a cute place
especially
too.
being local.
Yeah.
They do some fun stuff too.
For the Packer game, they had a screen down. They had a projector, big screen.
What's your guys' favorite brewery out there?
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah, post what's your favorite brewery. If it's the Fermatorium, tag them in this post, and maybe we can get something going. Who knows? Or at least supply beer for the podcast. Who knows?
Right?
Right.
That would
Yeah.
be awesome, actually.
And we'll plug it. We'll
Yeah.
review them and
Yep.
taste them and review them and get the word out there. Let's get this place packed every night.
Yeah. It's close by the studios, so.
Yeah.
So what is? Hang on.
Yeah.
Back to the fantasy football. What is Tom's fantasy football name? I want to see how clever he is.
It's Thunderdong.
Thunderdong.
It's been a nickname of his since I don't know when.
Wait.
I don't know if it's his. I think it's his self. Like
Does he?
he uses that for his like screen name for.
Okay, I was gonna say, please tell me he doesn't come
Xbox.
running into the bedroom going, "Molly, Thunderdong's
No,
here."
no.
Just make it awkward.
Welcome
but
to the
that's-
Thunderdog.
That's his Xbox screen name, and he's had games where he's tried to use that as a screen name, and they've denied him because
Okay.
it's got dong in it.
See, that's I am a huge fan of people that come up with clever fantasy
Yeah.
football.
I appreciate yours because I guess you apparently like stole a couple of
Yeah.
lines from him,
Yep.
and so now you're the Thunder Mugger.
Thunder Mugger.
Yeah,
he
that's-
told me that I was stealing his thunder, and then he was like trying to think of another word for it. He's like, "You're a Thunder Mugger," and I was like, "All right, well, you
That's
just
my
made
name."
my team name for me." So Tom made it up.
Done.
We did have a clever nickname for our team last year, or a couple of years ago. We were on a team together, and we were the Hot Tamales.
So he's been
It's
part
Tom
of
and
a
Molly.
fantasy football league for a while now, and
Yeah.
then
Yep.
choose to rant about it just because he.
Just because.
Yeah, but he legit he hates a lot of the stuff behind.
Why
But
did
he
he do
still
it?
does it. But he still does it.
Why does he do
I
it?
don't know. Ask him. I don't know.
Well, we'll have to bombard him
Tom.
with that next time.
Yeah, we got to get the
It's
straight
a-
answer.
it's
This
a
is just the
sickness.
questioning right now.
It's a sickness.
We'll get
It's
the straight
an
answer.
I will
addiction.
agree.
You
It
can't-
is kind of addicting, and again, my wife hates it that I watch a lot more football. Like I watch
Yeah.
like, hey, the Packers are on. She's like, cool.
Yeah.
I stayed for the next game because I got like 3 players that are playing.
Yeah.
It's just like, really? I was like, shit, I probably should have went home.
I play Words with Friends. That's what I do. That's
I tried that.
and then Candy Crush. I like to play Candy
just
Crush.
a Candy Crush kind of guy?
I don't know why I'm addicted to it, but it's so much fun. That's what I like to do. Yeah, I just never got into fantasy football. Just again, like I said, I don't really know much about like the innards of football and the numbers, and because I'm bad with numbers. No, I was never good with it, and
Not good. I don't math well.
yeah, I don't math. I never learned that. But
I'll usually like. There's times I'll call Tom and be like, "Hey Tom, how's it going? So football. Hey, what are you thinking with this?" And I'll kind of bounce my lineup off of him.
Yep.
And eventually he'll figure it out that I'm picking his brain about like fantasy football, and he's like, "Are you fucking talking to me about fantasy football?" He's like, "Dude, I'm not good at this sort of stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, cool. What do you think?"
Super Bowl, Browns and Packers.
Not a
Calling it right now.
chance.
Calling it right now. It's happening. I predicted it. It's happening.
The toilet bowl. It's not happening.
It's happening. It's
All right.
so happening.
I will if that happens, I will. I'll buy you fermentorium all night long.
Perfect.
Till you can't freaking stand and Molly
and Nate
drives
can
your
drink.
ass home. Fine. I'm confident in
I'm an alcoholic.
Challenge accepted.
social drinker. I prefer social drinker. Again, so it's not as creepy as like stalking,
Yeah.
as obsessively shadowing is. Alcoholic is more of a social
I only
drinker.
drink when I work, and I work every night.
All right. So you don't technically have a problem.
Yeah, it's part of the job. Like I'm required to do it. Any questions on
No,
your?
surprisingly not.
Nobody's watching.
Like 3 people are watching.
They don't like you.
It's all right. We're doing okay.
don't blame
I
them.
think we're doing good.
I think we're new. I'm sorry, I'm new and it's my first day. I've been using that at work, by the way, and I've been there for 6 months.
I'm new.
Right. Anytime I mess something up, I'm new and it's my first day. They're like, "Dude, you've been here 6 months." I'm like, "I know, but I'm new."
I think Aaron Wagner from Portland, Oregon, is watching.
Does that
Hopefully,
pop up on yours?
yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
shared it on my Comic Nate Ford page.
Oh, okay.
He liked it, so I don't know if he's still watching or not. I mean, I don't know if he's that bored and still watching. Who knows?
To your comic stuff, you got some stuff coming up too, don't you?
Yeah, the Hobbit Trail is hitting the road. We're going to be in Fargo, North Dakota, Friday and Saturday at the Front Street Tap Room, which is in downtown lovely Fargo, North Dakota.
I told you before, I got buddies from Fargo,
Yeah.
and like he will up and down. Like I'll be like, Fargo. Is it?
Does he own a wood chipper?
His parents might.
Who
I don't know.
doesn't? I think you had a question too.
Oh, did I? No way.
What?
Tyler, my buddy's Tyler. What? Aaron. What is your drink of choice? Is that for me or Nate? Your drink of choice.
You know, I drink a lot when I perform stand-up
Sure.
comedy. And
So when you're up there, what do you?
I stick with the normal, like, middle or high life and a shot of Jameson. And that way it's something familiar, something I know and easy to do. But really, if you buy me a shot of beer, I'll drink it. But middle or high life, Jameson. I'm now huge into Tully now, too. Tullamore,
yep.
Tullamore. Yeah. That's pretty good. So if you guys want to sponsor us, too, that'd be great.
I'd have to say mine.
But I do like a craft beer, though. I do.
Okay.
I'll venture off that.
I'm a big craft beer guy. I'm also into like bourbons and stuff. Like I love drinking certain bourbons.
Yeah.
My drink lately has been Jameson and Jim Beam Ryan ginger beer.
All right.
Just
love ginger beer.
Yeah, ginger beer is pretty good. Last night I was sucking down Moscow Mules like it was my job. Just
Imagine if you could paid for that.
right. I'd love to get paid to drink.
Molly, what do you drink? What's your drink of choice, Molly?
Mike's Hard.
No. That's gut rotting.
By the way,
bottle.
Molly is making this all happen right now. She's like
Yes.
the tech wizard. She's got her mics ready to go. We're just a couple of idiots taking over.
We kind of shanghaied her and we're like, Molly, you're running the show, and she's like, what?
Yeah,
We're
let's
like,
just
no,
do
we're
it.
gonna do a podcast. She's like, all right.
After the Packer game, we're gonna do it.
Right.
We're gonna be stupid drunk, and let's make this happen.
I like if I'm just sitting relaxing, I love having a nice stout or porter, a nice dark beer. And one of my favorite dark beers that I've ever had, it's normally only on tap, and it's hard to find, but it's called Decadent, and it's a nitro stout. When it's on tap as a nitro, like a Guinness, it is the creamiest, dark, like chocolatey beer. There's also one called Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate.
Yep, love that. My buddy
like
Ron
chocolate
loves
pudding.
that shit.
Oh, nice.
And you can get it at Jeff's in West Bend. It's amazing.
Dolman's has it on at their bar.
It's
in
amazing.
Jackson.
It's so good. And then I also just like a whiskey.
I love shamelessly plugging bars I've been at.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just on the regular. Like, I've been to this bar. So next time I walk in.
Yeah, River Horse had it for a while, and
Sure.
they couldn't sell it. So they were like giving it away the one time I was there
It's
because no
delish.
one was buying it. No one knew what it was.
Well,
I was
No,
like,
it's
give it
delish.
all to me.
I've never been to River Horse, but that sounds just like a Coors Light and pull up your horse to the
It's a
type of
downtown
bar.
West Bend. Yeah. Yep.
But they have a Jameson bourbon stout Jameson and a couple other ones
The
too.
IPA that
Yeah.
Jameson, the Castmate.
Yeah. Those
the-
are pretty tasty.
Yeah. Have you I've been to Jameson over in Ireland.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Awesome facility.
Yeah.
And this was before they started doing that. So I actually like the stout Castmate.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of the IPA Castmate, but the stout one's just better.
Yeah.
I like stouts and porters, kind of like Molly does. I like that thicker, darker beers. What are you doing?
Molly's got to pee.
Never know what she's doing back there.
She's doing the pee dance.
She's doing things. Oh, we got another question.
Oh.
Molly, did you hit the Pokemon gym at the Brazen Pan while you were at the comedy show? Team Blue. Go Team Blue.
Who asked that?
That's one thing we were pulling up.
I didn't know there was a Pokemon gym at the Brazing Pan. No. Yes, I did.
What?
Actually,
You did?
Brazing Pan. I thought we were talking about the fermentorium.
No.
Yes, I did hit it.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. But the gym was being really glitchy, and I made a comment to Jeff on the way here that one of the statues in Cedarburg was a Pokestop, and he looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah.
True
and
story.
actually, by the way, that statue is a frog with
It's
a
a
little
frog.
frog sitting on his knee reading a book.
But it's also a Pokestop.
That's a What kind of Pokemon do you get out of that?
You don't get Pokemon
Just kidding, I
out
don't
of the
give a shit.
Pokestop. You get stuff out of it.
Whatever. I don't know.
You are not cool then.
Because I don't Pokemon.
You should.
Yeah, I mean, sure, yes, it's
Shut
getting
up.
kids outside, but they're not paying attention while they're outside. Like I hit like 5 of them, and with my car, I didn't like go out and just punch them. I just hit them with my car. That's all. They just weren't paying attention. We're not
Tyler-
done doing what you're doing there, Molly.
So,
Is that,
okay.
go do what you got to do.
So my buddy Tyler is watching, and he just posted, "Go Arizona," because him and I have our beer bet going.
Yeah. The Cardinals.
We're in a beer football league, which is you can bet on anything statistically tracked by like NFL.com. And I kind of bitched up and gave him 7.5 and Arizona. So, what are you guys talking about? I never know what you're doing.
no, that's Galaxy.
Oh shit! What do you need? Oh, Molly.
Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry.
Sorry.
So sorry. So sorry.
So, so him and I got.
Way to go, Molly. We're in our basement, all right?
You sounded-
Leave us alone, Mom.
Hey, be nice to me.
Right.
So sorry. So sorry.
She's the reason this is
She
going
is
on.
making this happen.
So we have our beer bet, and
yeah.
I gave him 7.5 plus, with Arizona. I think the starting line was 6, so it wasn't too far off. But apparently Arizona is playing phenomenal, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the Bears still suck. That's all I'm saying.
And being a Packer fan, I hate betting on the Bears.
You feel a little dirty inside.
Yeah. I just, I'm gonna have to go home and take a hot shower when I get home, and just kind of cry a little
You
bit
bet
about
on the
it.
Bears. We can't be friends anymore.
We're
Tough loss.
off the rails with Tom and Mark. Do not condone what Jeff is doing.
If you
Disclaimer.
if you didn't see the disclaimer before the show, it's because we didn't put it up.
Disclaimer is whatever happens today. it stays today.
Well, that's because we don't have Tom or Mark here in the studio wrangling us in.
Exactly.
This is all.
This is all
Really off the rails.
really off the rails.
Really
this
off
is,
the rails.
This is like the train
Derailed.
jumping.
Derailing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I will bring up this though. This is something I want to talk about. Did you hear about the Buffalo player last week that decided to
You
say?
brought that up,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I knew about like this whole last week.
Yeah.
Like the kickers missing really short, like field goals.
I know Minnesota fired their kicker. They're
Oh
like,
my
"You
God!
suck. You're gone."
So sad. Daniel Carlson. So sorry, guy. But 34 yards. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Crosby missed the important one, but it was 51 yards. All right, buddy. 34 yards. Get out of here. Yeah, I would. You're gone.
We
Don't come to the locker room. Just leave.
we'll box your shit up. We'll send it back to your house. Good luck. No, was it Davis from the cornerback from Buffalo
Yeah.
decided at halftime that he's like, you know what, kind of had enough of this. I'm going to retire.
Oh wow. Just done.
Yeah, just
Halftime.
done.
Done. Like that's crazy. Like listen, you're making millions of dollars, all right?
I guess reading what I read, he's like, I just can't play anymore. Just not at that level anymore, I guess. So he's like, I'm done.
Wow.
I don't know why you wouldn't give it a second half, but
What better deal did he get? That's the
Fake-
question.
right.
Like what better like
Someone pissed him off, and he
I would-
just said he was done.
I would almost fake an injury.
yeah. Like something like
Tyler, it's 14-3 to Arizona, and I gave you 7.5. You suck it. It's early.
there's still plenty of ball to play.
Famous last words.
Right? I'm gonna owe the kid beer, and I don't know. That's what our beer football league is. Is you're betting beer basically, and it's got to be.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
It's got to
That's
be
fun.
craft beer that's like
Yeah.
$8.99 or more, and you can buy a 6-pack of Bomber or whatever.
Yeah.
And so Tyler's in my division here, and I just hate losing to him. Plus, he talks so much trash. Love it.
Oh, Tyler.
I love
You're
it.
the best.
We love you, Tyler.
He is.
So I was over there looking to see if Nate had an iPhone because I need an iPhone charger because Nate drove us here, our Uber driver.
we got our Uber driver Nate today.
Yes.
I'm an Uber driver.
And so I don't have my charger. So we may or may not have to come back with another phone. We'll see how this goes.
Normally, I'm a professional
My
stand-up
battery dies.
comedian without a daytime job, but picked up Ubering not too long ago, a few months ago, just to make ends meet. And here's what I've learned about Ubering.
Hang on. That's
Oh,
like,
he's going to interrupt the
yeah, I'm
fuck
going
out of
to
you.
interrupt the shit out of you. Aaron says, can you guys walk off the set and come back doing a Wayne's World intro?
Wayne's World, Wayne's World.
Oh, my God. I was at Brazenhead last night, and I saw a guy that literally looked like fucking Garth.
It could have been him. You never know.
Yeah, it wasn't Dana Carvey, but
We did the show at Braising Pan in West Bend that
Yep.
none of you showed up to.
I was there.
No, I mean I'm talking to the viewers. I'm just
some
kidding.
of them might have.
Yeah,
You know?
they might have. Who knows? But we were there beforehand, and we saw a guy that looked like this guy named Chris Gunkel, who works for L Asylum, and he promotes a lot of stuff. Like, oh, the guy looks like Chris Gunkel. He brought his kids here. Awkward. And he gets up, and he's wearing this L Asylum shirt. Like, that's Chris Gunkel. Like, we knew him from Sheboygan area because we played his place at Craft 30. Also a little place with
Sure.
craft beers and stuff like that. And so it's just like one of those moments like, you're like, oh, that looks like that guy. And then it turns
it
out,
is.
oh, shit, that guy.
Kind of kicking yourself, going, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you were so rudely
Yeah,
interrupted.
rudely
sorry,
interrupted.
sorry.
But that's a good
Uber
question, though.
driver.
That's a good idea. I like that. That's a little Wayne's
I'm
World
not going to
action.
do it because I don't feel like it. This chair is quite comfy.
Yeah.
Oh, you lazy bum.
Well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's. How do they come
Yeah, I don't
in?
remember how they come in. I think they're just sitting on the chair.
Yeah, I think they're the pan in and
They just pan in, pan out.
Wayne's World.
Like,
Wayne's
we
World.
could run up to the camera and run back, but I mean, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Let's pretend we did it. Diddle-oo, diddle-oo, diddle-oo.
Oh, man.
But a little advice for everybody out there who does partake in Uber:
I love Uber.
don't be a dick to your Uber driver.
Absolutely not.
I'm just saying. Listen,
period.
yeah, don't be a jerk in life in general. But I've had a lot of riders who have been just complete garbage, and like just it's unreasonable. Like, let's say if you go to a restaurant, right, and you piss off the server or the cook or somebody there, you might get spit in your soup. Like, it happens.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. You don't even know, but they know and they laugh about it. But now think about you're in a vehicle, 3,000 tons, somebody behind the wheel who hates his life because he's Ubering right now, doesn't care about himself, and then you be a jerk to him. Listen, man, there's a bridge. We're going off. This happened.
I met some pretty cool Uber drivers though when I was shit-faced in the Dells, and they got me home safe. Good for them.
But I do appreciate people who do that. Take taxi or Uber or Lyft with so many options. Don't drive drunk.
Right.
Exactly.
If you learn nothing from this hostile takeover of Off the Rails, don't drive drunk. That's stupid to do that.
Just call Nate and he'll Uber you somewhere. Speaking of Uber, you had a fun story. Did you want to share?
What?
Yeah,
Why you were late? Why I drove 3 hours from Tomahawk to be at the game, and I was the first one there.
At the Firmatorium.
I like to make an entrance.
So I got up early this morning to Uber a little bit beforehand, and really got nothing. I got one ride. Then I got all the way here to Firmatorium. I'm in the parking lot. I forgot that I had the app on. And it held as soon as I was going to turn off the app, and I hit the ride. So it's like, I don't want to cancel it because that'll ruin my cancellation rate and stuff like that. From there, from Firmatorium, I go to West Bend. 20 minutes away. I'm 20 minutes away. Like, I can't be I guess I'm the only guy here.
You could have picked me up, actually.
Yeah,
That's what
I could have.
I said, why didn't you just pick Jeff
I didn't know
up
where
while
you
you
were.
were in West
I don't
Bend?
know what your story is. And so pick up the guy. I take him to Slinger, and he goes, "Hey, is there any way you can drive me back to this place?" And so he kind of looks like a guy like, "Oh, is this like, am I doing like a little drug connection here? Is this what's happening? Is this like I'm just
putting a drug deal?"
He goes, "I'm going to talk to him for a couple minutes." All right, it's a drug deal. That's fine. Whatever. I'm a drug mule today here in the West Bend Slinger area.
Yeah.
So,
do you have to report that if you see something like that go down?
I think so, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
Anyway.
Moving on. Just gonna keep her moving here.
Yeah, keep her going out
Yeah,
there.
that works.
Yeah, or no. And so we get there. He hops out, and he knocks on the door to the place, and they have a few words, and he comes back, and now he's texting his girlfriend, taking a picture of where he was just at. Apparently, his girlfriend was drunk, went to a party with the people there at that house, and apparently one of them had sex with his girlfriend, and he just wanted to confront him about it.
So he paid how much to Uber to Slinger and then back to West Bend?
I got $40 of it, so it's about 80, I think, somewhere around there.
Damn.
That time frame. So yeah, it was $80 of hate. Yeah, a little weird rom-com.
How was that drive back?
Awkward
Very awkward.
as
Like,
fuck.
so has she done this before?
Sorry, dude.
I don't know.
Can't even say sorry.
Right.
I'm going to confront the dude that effed my old lady at his party
Yeah.
because I want to. I don't want to drive there, so I'm going to Uber.
Right.
Yeah.
So it looks like I have backup.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I hope this Uber driver's huge because he's going to be my backup.
So I drop him off, and it's like, that is the weirdest ride I've had so far in my 3 months of doing this.
It's awesome.
And it's like, that could be a scene in a movie somewhere. Like,
Right?
I just picture Get Shorty, where he goes and hits Momo in the face, grabs the jacket, and leaves.
So that story was worth leaving me at the bar sitting by myself.
Well, it was pure accident.
I'm gonna go with him. Yes, absolutely.
I was
You're at a bar
saying that-
surrounded by people
no,
with
no.
alcohol. You're fine.
I was completely sincere in saying that.
Oh,
That
okay.
story was worth it.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
I know we were talking about at the bar about the creepiest thing you've ever done to somebody or anybody, and aside from wrecking everyone's yawns, which I love doing, it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
he tried to stick his finger in my mouth, and
You know, in my
That's
defense, I do it to random people at the bar too.
I hate. Tom does that to me, and I hate it.
It is awkward as fuck.
I hate it.
The way they look at you, they're like, "Dude, seriously? You just wrecked my yawn." I was like, "Yeah."
I like to do random stuff in elevators, especially with strangers in the elevators.
See, and I like
Random stuff like what?
Well, like sitting down in the corner. You just sit down in the corner.
Start whimpering.
Just wait.
yeah. See, that would freak me out. Someone sitting down in the elevator.
And they're like, 4, please. I'll tell somebody that's standing, 4, please.
See, I like going to bars or whatever and just meeting new people that I don't know. And you lean in to shake their hand, don't say anything, and just give them a good sniff. And then just turn away and don't say anything.
That's awesome and creepy as hell
Yeah,
at
right?
the same time.
How would you feel if someone just came up and sniffed you and walked away?
Very
You're just like,
violated.
My friends, the Saints and Sinners comedy tour, Patrick Jolly and Matthew Lumpkin, created this little game. And it's you don't necessarily have to be touching your part of the body, but you just wipe your finger across their nose, very like fast, and it helps not to touch it, but just like get a whiff and say left butt cheek or right nutsack. And it
As if they're smelling your left nutsack?
yeah, exactly. So that
Gross.
registers in their head. That's what they should be smelling or whatever. And so they're freaked out, even though it hasn't happened.
You know, there's gonna be some people that are watching this going, you know what, I'm gonna fucking try that.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Just
Just the reaction that you get. So that's the creepiest. All right, I gotta think of some creepier things to do because that's hilarious.
what do you
If you
guys do
guys
out
have
there
any
that's so
suggestions.
creepy? Yeah, yo creepers, what you do?
I do know some creepers that are, I wouldn't say obsessively shadowing people, but they're just creepy in general.
Here's what I think is creepy. More of a, I guess, a rant, if you will.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, man.
Uncle Nate rant.
Now he's stealing your name too, Tom. That's fighting words.
It's such a takeover. We're at the firmatorium, and Molly brought it up, and it's like, "Why do you?" I get it's Wisconsin, and it's mainly Wisconsin. Like I've been all over the country, and people hardly do it, but mainly here in Wisconsin, at bars, you bring your kids to bars that are 21 and up to either watch the game or do whatever activities, eat food or whatever. It's like, I get it. You can't get I'm getting hammered, getting sauced. I don't want to deal with your kids.
Slight jag
Well,
arm.
even if I'm just sitting there to have a couple beers, relax, and watch the
I don't
game.
want to, like, I deal with your kids in airports.
Am I a cranky old, like, just awful person? Because this family sat down with 3 kids at the table right in front of us, right in front of the projection screen, and jumping around and running around and talking. And I'm just here to watch the game. I don't want to watch someone else's kids. I'm at a bar. I'm having a couple drinks. We're watching the game.
Yeah, it's
And they ordered the kids like pretzels and cheese, and they sat there and had a couple beers, and then I went outside, and their parents must have still been in the bar because
They were hanging outside.
they were outside watching something on their phone. 2 of the kids, they were just sitting out at the picnic table by themselves.
well. They also dropped a couple of chairs too. Like
Yeah,
they
they
ran
did.
into a chair and the chair fell over. Like
And
that's
no
what
one
I
picked
don't
them
get.
up.
Like if we have
That's the time I yelled, "That's why we can't have nice things."
yeah.
Yep.
And it's like I get it. Like you bring your kids, but could you control them? Like I'm not saying
Right.
like they're animals and that you could put them on a leash or anything like that. But I'm just saying.
The fermentorium does have the table video games that,
I saw those. Those are awesome. They've got like an old.
makes me feel like I'm at a freaking Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's cool.
Love it.
Facebook world, what's your
Maybe they
thoughts
got
on
those from
bringing your
Pizza Hut.
kids to bars or anything like that? Because again, for me, like bring them to Chuck E. Cheese if you're going to do that. Bring them
Serve beer
to
at Chuck E. Cheese.
I mean,
yeah.
I understand. They wanted to come and have, and it's not like a rowdy.
I don't know. It depends on
don't know.
It's not like you're bringing your kid to the bar at 10 o'clock at night.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's a little bit
during the-
different, and
right.
a lot of bars do serve food, so it's.
So I understand to a degree, but at the same time, I've just.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, kids got to learn bar etiquette sometime. Might as well
Right.
teach them young.
I think that's
Fuck.
most of the.
I mean, I was going into the Eagles. Get it. Love it. I was going into a bar with my
Delayed on the sound effect.
I was going into a bar with my grandparents when I was like when I could walk, you
Yeah.
know, and not that I learned bar etiquette, but I basically played video games while they sat at the bar and had a couple cocktails.
Right, and you're not bothering anyone.
Right. I
My-
mean, I turned out just fine.
My grandpa used to apparently give one of my uncles. He's gonna hit something.
Do
He's
it.
looking for the number.
Oh yeah.
He would have old fashions, and he would give one of my uncles, as a kid at the time, the cherries out of the
Sure.
old fashions. Not,
Yeah.
because he wanted the cherries are good.
Right.
But this kid, the cherries are infused with alcohol. Then gets up off the bar stool and is falling over because he's
Yeah.
just a kid.
Teach that kid.
I
how
feel
to
like
hold
I feel like
It's
a
like,
like
those
a,
rummy bears,
a weird
love rummy beers.
disc
Yeah.
jockey guy that just oh yeah, boo, fart noises,
Oh, what was that?
See, you like the power of the soundboard.
the power of the sound.
Is that Wayne's World where they go and visit the guy
Yeah.
at the studio and
Wayne's World.
he's just not paying attention to anything they're saying. He's like, oh yeah,
Boo!
boom, hitting
Meow.
the soundboard.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Wayne's World. Such a good movie.
It's a good movie. Diddle-doot.
back to the we're gonna leave and
Come back and do
Come
the
back.
intro and everything like that. My childhood is ruined, by the way.
how so?
Well, two stories in the news as of lately.
No.
Bill Cosby is being sentenced. I love the Cosby Show. Love his stand-up. Part of the reasons why he got into comedy was because of him. And he's done some bad things with women. It's in the pudding pup. I don't know. That was a bad Cosby impression. But he's being sentenced today as we speak. And yeah, it's sad that it's helping the Me Too movement go further with their quest of getting every man in Hollywood to
Like, I hate to, not to sound like I don't disagree with the Me Too movement, but I think I don't know if it's gone too far or if this is gonna ruffle some feathers.
Well,
but
yeah,
it's just, does there need to be a change? Sure.
there definitely does.
And I'm not saying that, but is it to the extent of again, I brought this
people-
up on the show with Danny Masterson, who was found innocent of his wrongdoing
after being
being let
chosen guilty and then
Are
and
people just
fired.
taking advantage
Yeah.
of this and
right,
using
and that's
it to...
where I'm at. Is he was thrown off probably one of my favorite shows as of late, The Ranch, because of
Right.
past stuff that he did years ago that he was found innocent of.
Well, right. And it's happened. I mean, 30
Chris
years ago,
Hardwick.
so and so
Right.
looked at me
Classic
wrong.
story.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Well, we used to have due process in this country, and that's kind of left the window of just, hey, why don't you find out that he's guilty and then react to it?
right, instead
Like
of
females too have been getting into some trouble too, like Asia Argento, actress director, who is shaming some guys in Hollywood for doing malicious acts while she's sleeping with a 17-year-old boy.
nice. Well, and I mean,
16,
some of these,
17-year-old boy.
Some of these, to be fair, are legitimate
Yes.
things that happened, and at the time you couldn't speak up about them, and they happened, and you can't prove it.
Here's
But
downplaying it a
some
little
of it,
bit.
I think, also is
Yeah.
people taking advantage of it, and how do you separate that out?
Yeah.
And how do you try to downgrade the seriousness? I mean,
This has nothing to do with what Me Too is, but it's somewhat similar in a way. There's homeless people out there who are down and trodden, but then there's people who beg for money, just as a living nowadays.
Sure.
But they ruin those people who are really stricken
Homeless
with
and- right.
with troubles.
So you're equating that.
Yeah. So if you attack people without evidence and just to attack people, you're going to ruin those people who are actually suffering from being attacked, and you're ruining those the ladies out there and the people out there who are being raped or whatever.
What was that comedian that Z's or whatever? What the hell? I'm not good with names. Terrible.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh,
Are you talking about Hannibal Buress?
yeah.
The one that joked about Cosby.
Yeah.
Back like in 2014.
Yeah.
And that kind of spurred supposedly spurred the idea of looking into Bill Cosby, and then a few years later,
Yeah.
they're looking into Bill Cosby, and with him, they're a trial.
Right.
It's happening. They didn't fire him right away. They put him to trial and getting evidence and stuff like that.
Right.
Oh, we got more viewers. Wayne's watching.
Hey, Wayne.
Wayne
What
Gunther.
up? Yep, Wayne.
Wayne's in the house.
Wayne, when you coming back on the show, man?
Yeah, dude. What the hell?
Yeah, we could have used it today, Wayne.
Right? Taking over shit. Nicole's watching too.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Off the Rails with.
I just typed in
Jeff-
hi, everybody. In my best Dr. Nick voice.
Hey,
Hi,
everybody.
You can't type in a voice.
I know I can't, but I did.
For anyone who just joined, Jeff is fielding comments.
Yeah, ask questions or comments or concerns like
Tell us we suck. Tell us,
where the hell is Tom and Mark? What the hell is going on?
We have no idea. Mark's MIA. I think Mark's out of town.
I'm the only one that's been on every episode. It should be off the rails with Molly.
Molly.
Off the Rails with Molly.
And then special guest featuring
Right.
Yeah.
Tom and Mark, Jeff and Nate.
Jeff and Nate took over. That's what's happening right now.
Oh, it soon.
Oh,
All right.
And hey, sexy, by the way. I don't know. Who are you referring, Nate? Is
which
it
one
Nate,
is
me,
sexy?
or Molly that is sexy?
I bet it's Nate.
it's Nate. It's definitely Nate. It's still no. I don't know. The legend.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he
I don't know. I'm
responds
just
with.
rocking the camo hat right now,
Oh.
straight from up north hunting.
Up north there. Hey, did you catch
there,
anything
hey.
or shoot anything?
I did not. No.
You did not. Where did you go? Where were you up hunting?
Tomahawk
Tomahawk.
with Foz.
Oh, Jesus.
It was
Christ.
awesome. I've got some pictures. We had a good time.
You know what? I honestly think Foz would be a fun time. As much as he gives me crap every time I see him,
Yeah.
he would be a fun time heading out.
It was fun. We watched Escanaba in the moonlight together last
Oh,
night.
my God.
And we just
Escanaba
sat
in
and
the
laughed
moonlight.
our
You ever
seen
asses
Escanaba in
off
the
together.
moonlight?
I have
No,
not. She
he
asked
hasn't.
me, and I that's probably have not. Is that who? That's
Jeff Daniels?
Jeff Daniels. Not.
Yeah.
I get him confused with Bill Pullman all the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rightfully
Most
so.
people do. But yeah, I have
yeah,
not
it's
seen
The
it.
Jimmer.
The Jimmer.
But Chevy took a shit.
Chevy took a chit. I actually knew a guy who looked exactly like,
Like
the
the
Jimmer.
Jimmer?
Yeah, he was about
Just
the
as
same
short?
height. Yeah, just as
Even
short.
the Jimmer's short.
His name was Mark, but I like to refer to him as the Jimmer, and he didn't get the
I haven't seen that movie in years.
until he started watching Escanaba in the
yeah.
Moonlight.
Ugh.
Which, by the way, you talk to anybody. I'm actually sporting Upper Hand Brewing Company from Escanaba,
Nice.
Michigan. You talk to anybody from Escanaba, they're like, that fucking movie sucks.
They're salty.
They're a little salty
They're a little
about
salty.
it. But Upper Hand Brewing Company was a great brewery to stop at, by the way.
Huh.
Shamelessly plugging other breweries.
Okay.
I like to do that and
Yeah.
not get paid for it, apparently,
Yeah, well,
in hopes of getting paid for it.
we like to review local places and just bump lots
Just a little
of good
slap and
local
tickle and
places
then-
that we try. Yeah.
I just want to let everybody know that I am on Tom's Facebook right now.
Oh, he's hijacked Tom's Facebook too.
Yep.
He's hacking.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna share on his actual page.
He's gonna log on when he gets back and be like, "What the fuck is going on? What happened?"
have this? Wow.
What?
We at time wise. How are we looking? I know Tom. I the only reason I ask you that is because Tom asks you that.
I know, and then he yells at me, but I don't know exactly. It's
Right.
49 minutes and 24 seconds.
Sweet. Do we got anything pressing we want to talk about, or are we going to save some stuff for the bonus material?
Well, we'll have lots of fun stuff for the bonus.
What-
It'll be great.
How long is the normal show? Like, is it an
A
hour?
normal
Nate and I are
show?
Nate and
Well,
I are-
this is-
Nate and I are sitting here going,
I mean,
did we hit the time yet?
this is your
Yeah.
show. You can
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true,
we can
yeah.
do what we want.
whatever
And
you want.
it's not that we're running out of content, but we just want to know like where we stand.
Yeah, like, hey, Facebook world out there, how are we
world.
doing right now?
How we
How
doing?
what do you guys think?
You
What do
digging the show?
You liking
Because
it?
we might have to do
Another takeover someday.
a show off.
Yeah, a little show off.
off.
Little.
Who's
We should do
better?
like a live show off, like half
your favorite host?
half Tom Mark and half us.
Half us.
somewhere. Go.
somewhere
Maybe at the
down
Firmatorium, and then we'll do a live show and a comedy show all in
Well,
one.
I know for local events, the West Bend Bombers have their golf outing coming up next Saturday. So if there's people, we're still looking for teams that want to join. It's $400 a team, and it's a good time. There's going to be Malort Hole.
Nice.
Anybody who loves Malort,
Nobody.
I do. I actually
nobody
do.
loves. You do not.
I do.
Bullshit.
Here's the thing. There's a place in Milwaukee called Mavericks.
yeah,
And for like Packer games, they have a bladder or bust. Pretty much, people get to drink for free during a Packer game until somebody pees.
oh,
And they have alarms on the bathroom doors.
Yeah, and the first person
Yeah.
that pees.
Like,
Oh, that's awesome.
You have to pay, so you get razzing and whatever. But it's fun. It's all good games. But
The first person that pees doesn't have to buy.
no,
Oh.
it just they stop drink. Everybody stops drinking for free.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And so, and so the owner of the place, huge hands, and we did a show there. We did the Hobbit Trail did a show there, and it was fantastic. We had a shot of choice, and so I got to try it the first time there, and like after the fifth one, not bad. Like the first couple, all right, it's gonna get some
Anything
used
after
to
the
it.
fifth one that's that strong is not going to taste so bad
And so-
not even
anymore.
that strong.
So he pours it in.
Ugh.
Then after we take it, he takes all five, puts other 5 shot glasses in front of you, and it was just yeah. So that's my introduction.
According to Wayne, Malort tastes like a dead homeless man's foot.
Yes, that's what I was
that's,
laughing at.
that's pretty accurate,
How
but
many dead homeless men's feet have you sucked
yeah.
on?
yeah.
It just sucks on random people's
Just
toes.
randomly picking up people's
I don't have $1 for you, but
Oh, Wayne, I'm picturing you just sucking on random people's toes right now, just so you know. It's gross. Don't do that.
I do love the Malort show or comments if you watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's so gross.
They'll pipe up and they'll be like, Malort, it's a good night to fight your dad.
Tom legit puked the first time he tried Malort.
yeah.
We were driving home
What
and
was
we
it?
had to
Tastes
pull
like
over
an
so he could puke out the.
Tastes like an abortion clinic in Iceland.
Yeah.
Is probably the best one I've ever heard.
As you can tell, we're not PC here at
Not a chance.
That's amazing. Man, do you see the YouTube clips of the tipsy bartender at all, or like Facebook clips of it? I guess there's a drink called the Graveyard.
Okay.
See if I can pull that up.
Hold on. While you're pulling that up, Wayne
Yeah.
just commented 25 to 30 and then a day. Is that how many feet you suck
I'm
on a
guessing
day?
that's how many dead men's feet
Huh.
he sucks on a day.
Well, at least he's a go-getter, you know. Like you going out there and doing it, like
And a mortician?
yeah, like I mean, it's not like you just do it like once and like
I
you're
tried
just
it once.
you're
and no,
a team player.
I'm gonna keep at it. I like your enthusiasm, Wayne. Keep it up.
All right, here we go.
Now, what do you?
We're looking at the Graveyard drink.
Oh my God.
Sounds tasty.
So, what it is, it is vodka, rum, gin, tequila, triple sec, whiskey, scotch, and then I believe you top it off with like a Guinness, and then
Sounds delicious.
Jesus.
it's like a Long Island, but a little.
I think I saw that on Facebook,
Yeah.
like someone doing the pours and like showing you how to make it. I actually would probably prefer that to a Long Island, but it would also
What?
probably kill me.
Yeah, they said after one or two,
you're just used to sticking
done.
nasty shit in your mouth, aren't you? Holy crap. That stuff sounds gross.
Tom?
No comment. No comment. That's my kind of footsie pop. Dude, Wayne.
Get it.
Gross.
Yes.
Wayne's just trying to make me puke, I think. With his comments.
What's Wayne saying now?
That's
What
my
do you
kind
say?
Something about a
That's
footsie
my
pop.
kind of footsie pop. Bow, bow. This takeover went south in a hurry.
And speaking of sucking on homeless toes,
Your challenge is to end this elegantly before my phone battery dies.
Oh, okay.
all right. Hey, Bert and Ernie are gay.
Apparently, just ducking out of the way of shots that are coming. Is that the news? The new?
Yeah. According to the puppet guys,
So what?
Bert and Ernie are homosexual.
They were originally written as gay characters, or
Yes.
now
Yeah.
I'm
Although
surprised,
Sesame
but what's
Street
the big
says
deal?
no, but the people who created the puppets say
First
yes.
of all, you have a puppet that lives in a fucking trash can. He's
Yeah.
homeless, all right? But you're gonna bitch about gay people? I mean, they cover
Yeah.
the spectrum.
yeah.
You got a depressed freaking.
Yeah, so now people are debating about
Woolly
this.
mammoth.
It's like,
They're
are we really
puppets. It's a
debating about
children's show.
Puppets? Well, you should really be concerned about those guys with their hands up there. Hey, hack
Where's your
101.
ba-dum-bum?
Hack.
There you go. No, that's the wrong one.
Wayne's crying. So,
But yeah, just it's ridiculous. Like, why are we debating about this? You know what, you guys, you know what you deserve? You deserve Trump. That's what you guys deserve for debating about
wait a
this.
minute. Is that?
Oh, you put $1 in that jar right there, mister.
Is that the taboo?
Yeah.
Nice.
one of
That's
the
politics.
taboos.
Yeah.
That's politics. This is what happens when you have a takeover.
We could go off the rails,
Shit
but
happens.
not that far.
I'm just saying. I wasn't really getting
For
political.
shame.
I'm just saying.
I think since we're gonna
For
wrap
shame.
this up before
All right.
we head into the bonus equipment,
Bert and Ernie can be whatever they want to be.
we
Yeah,
are.
let them be who they are. They're just roommates who
this
love
is
each
Nate
other.
and Jeff.
Why you gotta ruin a good kids show?
Well,
Why would it ruin it?
Wait, well-
Even if they are gay,
No,
they're
I'm
not
just
ruining
saying
it.
these people arguing and debating
Listen.
and
people
Like,
like to ruin
who
shit.
cares?
They like to ruin stuff. We're not, but we are in, in air quotes. I love doing it. We are Tom and Mark Off the Rails. You can find us at Twitter at Off the Rails TM, Facebook at Facebook.com Off the Rails TM, Instagram at Off the Rails TM. Our website is Off the
Let
Rails.
me guess.
Off the Rails.
The tittytwister.com.
No, you failed. Failed.
I fell.
But it is railstm.com. And if you got a problem with the takeover, you can email Tom and Mark at offtherailstm@gmail.com.
Could you guys just lie to them? Like, just say, hey,
Yeah.
we were amazing, and
Because
that.
this is a hostile takeover right now.
right meow.
Right, meow.
Meow. Again, this is all brought to you by Caldwell Banker Home Sale Realty. If you're looking to buy, sell, or sell or are interested in a career in real estate, email our good friend, our good buddy, our good compadre, Roy at cbhsr.com, or give him a call at 414-235-0763. He would love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. Phone number again is 414-235-0763. Give him a call. Give him a hug. Say thank you so much.
And remember, Universe, Tom and Mark aren't good enough for you, but Nate and Jeff are.
You know what? I want to do a little new thing. I want to do a little
okay.
new thing for you guys, all right?
Sure.
We get off the rails to entertain you.
Oh, I like that.
I
Yeah.
like that.
It's
You
nice.
could do that.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, sure, we can play the, like, mopey. No, we're here to entertain you. We're here to
Right.
give you guys some
See,
love.
Some
Tom
love.
just means we're not good enough, as in we're always improving for you.
Yeah.
Because we love you.
Oh, no. I'm good enough.
That's how he means
I
it.
got this.
So-
Come back for some bonus feature with maybe Would You Rather.
Yeah,
I think
if you
we're
like
gonna play,
this,
We're going to play
just-
some of
Little
that.
would you rather? Bow, bow.
These guys are keeping me here for some bonus stuff. I'm
I don't-
stuck.
We don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Nope. She's got it.
Everybody.
I don't care. I still.